Hi, my name is WECO2. I'm also called WECO2, but everyone just calls me WECO. I'm a digital block link made up of arcs that connect together to support the WE-chain economy, which is part of the new 3.0 global economy being developed across the world based on using blockchain. I would like to tell you about myself, about WECO, and about all of the opportunities for you to participate in the WE economy, which address the relationship and equality of social, environmental and economic impacts as it relates to you and the community you live in. But first let's talk about some issues that are happening in our world. Annually, 1.3 billion tons of MSW is generated globally. This is an average of 1.2 kilograms per person a day. By 2025, this number will increase to 2.2 billion tons per year, or 1.42 kilograms per person a day. In 2016, 104.5 terawatt-hours of energy were consumed by all human activities. 83% was from fossil fuel sources, and 6% was from renewables. By 2035, 40% more energy will be required. By 2025, 12% of total energy production is estimated to come from renewable sources. There are 7.5 billion people living on this planet, and food must be produced for each of them. By 2050, the population is expected to grow to 9.8 billion. This growth in population will require raising food production by 70%. Production would need to double in developing countries. Our planet is 75% covered by water, but only 2.5% of it is freshwater suitable for drinking. On a daily basis, we use 10 billion tons of freshwater globally. The United Nations estimate that by 2025, 30% of the world's population, representing 50 countries, will face water shortage. In 2016, 3.1 billion people were employed. By 2025, there will be 3.7 billion employed. In 2016, renewable energy jobs rose to 8.1 million jobs. In 2016, there were 1.6 billion single-family dwellings globally. As population rises, the need for affordable housing will increase correspondingly. By 2025, it is estimated that 500 million additional single-family dwellings are needed to shelter the increased population growth. There were 1.2 billion vehicles on the road in 2016. Each year, an additional 90 million vehicles are produced and sold. At that rate, by 2025 the total of in-service vehicles will rise to 1.6 billion. In 2016, 54% of the world's population lived in urban areas. This number is projected to increase to 60% in 2030 and 66% in 2050. It is estimated that today 1.4 billion people live in substandard housing globally. This number is expected to grow by 500 million between now and 2025. In the United States, Canada and France alone, over 1 million brownfields exist. Brownfields are made up of run-down or empty buildings, open land or areas that have been forgotten. Banking is on the threshold of change. It is propelled by industry trends, technology tools, branch networks, new competitors, as well as by today's more empowered, more energetic, and more engaged retail bank customers. Imagine the year 2025. There are driverless cars everywhere, paper has been completely eradicated, and oh yeah, crypto money is no longer the future of finance anymore. It's the only way to do finance now. The rapid adoption of data-hungry machines and services is driving the need for more power to keep the lights on in the data centers of the world. Data center sector could be using 20% of all available electricity in the world by 2025 to back up the large amounts of data being created at a fastest speed than ever seen before. The WE economy is part of the global solution by firstly helping organize WECO2 Parks in your community, bring local jobs, green energy, food, clean water and a reduction in landfill emissions use and CO2 reuse. The WE economy also provides participants memberships called WE Members, a digital location to collect multiple benefits, rewards called WE Reward, a digital currency called WE Cash, and ownership in the WECO2 Parks called WE Bonds. We are the owners of the we economy. As I explain the different components of the we economy, you will realize the full effect and intergradation of the we chain systems for the social, environmental and economic impact benefits as it relates to communities, individuals, businesses, landfills, waste stations, developers and current energy producers. The more you participate in we chain, the more benefits appear for yourself, your community and other we economy supporters. The more you participate, the more valuable your we bond ownership becomes. Additionally, for each WECO2 park we develop in communities, we have an outreach program. We take a portion our earners and support a developing country's community. The more you are participating and rewarded, the more we support those who are in need. All of this positive impact is made possible through our core green technologies and trusted and transparent blockchain system called WeChain. Each transaction is automated and transparent. WECO2 Parks work with groups within a community providing a transparent positive impact. We economy, which address the relationship and equality of social, environmental and economic impacts as it relates to you and the community you live in. About bonds. When a WECO2 Park project is developed with community partners, WECO2 tokens are produced and they are called We bonds. The entire WECO2 community has an opportunity to invest in the new WECO2 Park by signing up WECO2 members. Local landfills and waste transfer stations that participate are called WECO2 recycling depots. They are provided equipment to sort, grind and briquette renewable products to power the WECO2 Park with renewable resources called waste. I do not like using that word because people throw away so many usable things. The WECO2 Park can be located by a local industrial park, agriculture center or even in the middle of a city, within a multi-level building or in a town with a vacant building. Like in a box store that moved to another area in the community. WECO2 energy is made from our core technology that receives fuel briquettes from the WECO2 recycling depots, then the core technology transforms the solid fuel into a natural gas that powers a generator, making green electricity that can be sold to the local electrical distribution company or businesses directly. Hot water is sold to local business for heat, the CO2 is captured for agriculture uses and diesel fuel is used in WECO2 transportation vehicles and sold for the community to use. When a community does not have enough users for the electricity, hot water and CO2, WECO2 Parks will provide solutions to utilize these products, keeping the WECO2 Park highly profitable and effective. The park parts options consist of greenhouses for food production, indoor fishing algae cutler, bio-leather production and more WECO2 friendly options. WECO2 Parts also offers recycling technologies for WECO2 depots to make the fuels for the WECO2 Park and shelters mostly for our developing country WECO2 Parks. WeConnect is where all WECO2 members digitally manage their We bond tokens if they choose to be an owner in the We economy. WeConnect also provides We rewards for members for their social, environmental and economic participation. The We rewards are turned in for local store coupons and for We Cash. We Cash is WECO2's own cryptocurrency powered by our green core technology and manages currency and operations transactions on blockchain in the We economy. We Cash can be traded for other cryptocurrencies or used to purchase WECO2's friends' products on my online store. The benefits are big for everyone who participates. Participants that actively help develop a WECO2 Park are provided We bond tokens, that is, ownership. Participants could be a town or city, a developer or local landfill, a promoter or business. Just imagine helping bring social, environmental and economic change into your community. We have all the tools to easily make this happen for you. Get connected with WECO2. Enjoy the videos. Learn about all the benefits. And remember, stay connected to the We economy and see how big is your WECO.